fall is in the air, and as I promised, today I'm going to be showing you my 100% Foraged Fireplace Garland that literally cost me £2.99 to create. So if that's something that you're interested in, keep on following along and let's get foraging. We have just come out to do some foraging for my Foraged Fireplace Garland for autumn. Know what sort of bits I'm looking for. I'm looking for some copper beech, and I'm looking for some, I don't know what you call it, but it's like it hangs from a certain type of tree and it looks really whimsical, almost like cobwebby. So having a look for that. I've got my bag with me, and just a couple of tips when you go foraging: only take as much as you need, don't take too much, and if there is stuff on the floor, even better, take that. And also in the UK you're free to forage, but I know in the US certain states will have different laws, so just make sure you do check that before foraging wherever you are. But yeah, let's go and try and find some gorgeous stuff. So I'm back from foraging and I've got a really nice bag of packed full of lots of stuff. There really wasn't much copper beech about, so I think if you're looking to do a look like this, I'd probably wait until the second week of September towards the end of October, because you're going to get a lot more of it then. But I've got a really good mix. I actually don't know how this is going to come out. It might look terrible, but I'm going to take you along with me. So let's see what we can do. Now, to start the structure, I am going to be using an oasis block, which looks like this. There are other alternatives that you can also use. I used this in my Christmas wreath, and it was really good. Because we are needing to put stems in, I find this the best way, because you can really position them and sort of mould them into the foam, and also because the foam is wet, it's going to keep your foliage a little bit fresher for longer. So it looks like this. You can get these from loads of different places. I've actually picked these up from the range. They're thinner than the ones I've used before, and I actually like that, because I felt that with the brick, you run a little bit of a risk of making the walls a little bit damp. So these were £2.99 each. I picked up two because I didn't know how many I would need, but the look I'm going for, I think one's going to be absolutely fine. And as you can see, this one earlier, I've already soaked this one, and you do need a tray. Please don't do this without a tray. I did this last year, and yeah, it's going to make your mantle and it's going to make your walls really damp and wet, which we really don't want to do. But yeah, make sure it's fully damp, because it's going to keep your foliage fresher for a lot longer. And also, these don't have to be used with fresh foliage. You can do this with sort of your fake stems as well, so it's perfect for both types of foliage. So I'm just going to pop this one in the centre, because I want to create a middle look. I'm not going for a full elaborate look over the mantle this time. But yeah, basically I'm just going to start building with what I've got, and we'll see what it looks like. So it was pretty difficult getting foliage. There wasn't a lot of stuff about that wasn't sort of like wintry fied. So I'm going to get some really nice ferns to start with. I need to create some sort of structure and then bring the colour in on the top. Is literally grab the end of the stem and you slot it into the foam, and this is why you need to make it wet, because it's going to be much more malleable to do it. And I'm just going to do this on two sides. I just want to create that sort of overlap, and that's the only way that I'm going to be creating my garland. And also another thing to note is I picked up two oasis blocks, because if this is too top heavy, it's going to tip. So that's really important to remember that. But I'm probably going to be draping stuff on top. I might not be using the brick for the entire thing. Crossing parts over, so it's creating a really enveloping feel, because the key is we want the oasis brick to be disguised. I'm just going to step back and show you how it's looking. Very green at this stage, so I really want to start bringing in some orangey and more autumnal tones to the look. Got this, which is fern as well, but it's slightly more aged. It's got that orangey sort of autumnal look, so I'm going to pop these on top now. got a bit of a boho feel to it, but I'm actually really liking it so far. Now I picked these little bits up and they actually looked a bit like weeds, but I really like the sort of gorgeous little details on them, so I'm just going to put a few of these in. They're quite long, so I'm going to see what I can do with these. And I'm really just using them to build up a sort of delicate, whimsical look. I just want a few to balance over the top like that. Now I love this. What it's actually created is sort of a bow look, which is perfect. I only wanted a little bit, and I just need to finish off with a topping of some of my autumnal copper beech leaves that I've picked up. I've also got these little white sprigs. I don't really know what they are, but I just really like the extra white detail. They remind me a bit of gypsophilia, and I just want to pop a few of these on top just to give it a little bit of extra colour. Now I'm really loving how that is looking so far. I do feel it needs a little bit of a finishing touch. So I'm going to see if I can put some pumpkins on top and maybe some candles as well, because you know how much I love adding some brass candlesticks to a display like this. Now you could do this with real pumpkins as well, but I love my rattan pumpkins, so I'm going to see how that looks. Now guys, I absolutely love it. I'm going to take a step back now and I'm going to show you how it looks like from an angle. And just another word, if you did want to create a bit more of a magical feel, just simply thread some fairy lights through that are battery operated, and you can just switch them on from the back. I hope you enjoyed watching today, and I hope you love my fireplace garland as much as I do. I love how natural it looks. It's got some really nice greenery and foliage in it, but you've also got those autumnal tones, and again, you can do it and create it however you want with whatever you've got available to you. Just remember, if you're foraging, to check laws beforehand if you're able to do it in your area, and also only take as much as you need. We really didn't need to use much for this. I absolutely love it, but yeah, you can create it however you want, add whatever pumpkins you want. You can interlace fake stems with it if you want to, but I just wanted to show this look that, you know, is completely affordable, really easy to create, and you don't need a lot of resources in order to create it in your own home. So if you enjoyed watching my foraged garland today, please do give it a thumbs up, as it really helps my channel, and I look forward to seeing you soon.